Good morning, Facebook friends, and here we are on the Word of the Day, number 8, the 8th day. Yes, the word today is harmony. When we live in harmony internally, we attract harmony externally. Test it and see. So, this is Valerie Ward, and I invite you to check out my YouTube channel, Valerie Ward, or bit.ly/Valerie Says. V and S is capitalized. Because that's where my little conversations are going to find their home. And if you have interest in it or want to share it with someone, I'd be grateful. So let's talk about harmony. I chose it because I had to change my mind. And I've been teaching a program for several years about balance in your life. And I've identified the 6 areas I felt that needed to be balanced. And they are your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then I had to change my mind and increase it to your relationships, your finances. And to keep my little model pure, I wanted it to be an equal-sided triangle and an inverted equal-sided triangle, which would give me a complete circle. And I still believe those 6 areas are important. However, I have a new take on balance from some training I've had recently. And that's why I chose the word today, because I want to share that with you. If you have seen my YouTube channel, Valerie Ward, then you may have seen my posts on my videos on consistency, where I talked about each of these areas in living a balanced life. Now I have subscribed to the concept that perhaps your life needs to be more in balance, needs to be more in harmony than it needs to be, quote, in balance. And the reason I say that is, like an orchestra, you know, there are some times that the strings are prevalent and sometimes the basses or the brass or another part of the orchestra takes prominence, because that's what the music requires to be harmonious. And it's also true in our lives, in our families. There's always someone who needs more attention perhaps than the rest of the family. Or a neighbor is in crisis, and we do for them what they need without worrying that everyone is, quote, treated fairly, because we will be more in harmony if everyone is feeling good at the same time. So with that in mind, I believe it's wisdom to give attention to the aspects of your life that need attention and focus on those. Perhaps it's your physical health and your diet and your exercise program, which the diet and nutrition, I feel, is probably even more important than the exercise. However, they're both important. And if they're out of sync and you pay attention to it and bring them back in to sync, then your mental health will be better. It all is interwoven. If you focus on your financial aspect of your life, at the risk of not giving your family or your children the time that they need, you may lose big time. And so it's important that you focus on things, but not at the risk of doing it excluding other things that need your attention. And that's when harmony will be, you will feel it in yourself. And you need to say, is this in harmony with what I really believe and what my core values are? That's how you find harmony in your life, by really evaluating your core values and then deciding if your actions that you're taking, the time you are spending, if they're in harmony with your core values. If they are not, you will feel bad. So that's a good way to know when you feel bad. You may need to stop and say, you know, what are my core values? What are the most important things in my life? And am I living my life in supporting those values? Another way to say it is, if we follow our inner values, our lives will be filled with harmony, and our actions will flow like a river, and we will feel good. Do you know that when you feel good, you're apt to do good? And when you do good, you can't help but feel good. And that, folks, is harmony. What a habit to embrace. May we all have a harmonious day. Talk to you later.